So, good morning, everybody. No haircut yet. You have noticed, right? Okay. So, we're looking at Psalm 106 and 107. And you really need to pay attention to this because the psalmists were great observers. And one of the things that they observed was that we forget. We forget. We forget the goodness of God. We forget just what he does for us. It's so easy for us to forget, and for this reason, quite often the Psalms and Proverbs and all these places remind us and tell us to remember and give us lists of things that convince us that our Father is who He says He is, and all the things that He does for us. We forget His kindness, we forget His love, we forget all the fantastic stuff. And until we get desperate. And when we get desperate, we remember Him. When we feel that there's no other place we can turn to, we remember Him. Not in all cases, not everybody, but the majority of people are fine. They just carry on their days, and they're fine until they hit a crisis, and then they remember, oh yeah, Yahweh, oh God, and crying out. There are others who live centered fully upon Christ, and they wouldn't think of doing anything without Him, and there's nothing done outside of that relationship. I love the example in the Psalms that we see of the fishers that go out, and it's great, these things that are given here, but the fishers go out, and according to their skills, they're doing well, and then a storm comes up that is beyond them. They can't do anything. Their skills are not going to help them in this situation, and then they call out to Yahweh, and of course He rushes in and He saves them. He rescues them. And this is part of our problem, is just because we have skills, we think we can just run with it, because we have skills, and the skills are given to us, but they're meant to be lived for the glory of Father, and they're empowered by Him. So like, you have these skills, but when they're submitted to Him, they're like supercharged, and incredible things can happen. You can do incredible stuff. And this is the walk that we're supposed to have, this constant reminding and refreshing every single day. And the psalmists are great at this, at reminding us this is the relationship we have. Jesus talked about it, connected to the vine. We get all that sap, and fruit is produced through us. And if we're separated from Him, we can't do anything. And you'd say, well, what do you mean I can't do anything? I can do all kinds of stuff, but nothing that has any eternal value whatsoever. So we need Him, and we need to be connected, and the only way we can be connected is through relationship. And this is what we're encouraged to do. This is our entire relationship, is this fellowship, this intimacy that we have with Him, and the things that we do come out of that. The things we do don't bring us into that. That is the whole purpose of it. So yeah, do we need to be desperate all the time? Do we need to be in constant conflict? Do we need to be constantly overwhelmed and almost destroyed to have this intimacy? Not at all. And I pray that you don't choose that. I really pray that you don't choose that for yourself, to need crisis, to have fellowship and intimacy with Christ. I really hope that that's not what you choose, because we have that every day. We have that every day. You can realize, when you walk humbly before Him, you realize that you really can't do anything to any degree that of any worth, unless you walk with Him in this intimacy, and that everything is done by Him and through Him in you. That's what I pray for you. Pray that for me too. So you guys have a blessed day. Be encouraged. I love you all, and see you soon.